Hi everyone, due to some circumstances, I'm going to be the voice in today's video. Thanks for your understanding. Wooden balls. This modern equipment makes it possible to manufacture wood products of different shapes and sizes. Wooden balls such as those seen on the screen are normally created with special milling machines. The design allows the cutting blade to remain fixed while the additional unit rotates the wooden workpiece, which must be cylindrical. Notice that the ball has the correct shape thanks to the choice of a workpiece with the same height and width. It should be noted that woods such as linden, pine, oak, or walnut are the most suitable for this type of work. The balls can be used in many ways. For example, they can be a standalone decoration or used to decorate furniture. The equipment you see on the screen is much more efficient and modern than standard lathes. They allow wood to be shaped in minutes, minimizing human effort and leaving no room for error. Tube laser cutting. On the screen, we see equipment produced by the German company Trumpf. Specifically, this model of tube laser cutting machine is called TrueLaser Tube 7000. It can be used to process a wide variety of parts. The processing of structural steel tubes and section is fast and precise. Pay attention to the complex operation of the laser and the roller that moves the metal workpiece. To achieve the goal, they move synchronously, allowing the device to cut the metal at an angle and create a variety of holes and cuts. It should be noted that the stepped rollers which support the tube and act as side rails can be adjusted in width. This means that the metal part can be almost any size. The automatic centering of the clamping heads ensures maximum precision. They place and hold the tubes without damaging their surface, and special sensors ensure that the workpiece does not move sideways, as this can affect the quality of the finished product. Metal heat treatment. To increase the strength of metal parts in industry, a heat treatment known as hardening is used. During this treatment, the metal or its alloys are heated above the critical point. It is the temperature at which the material's crystalline network changes. Immediately after the metal has been heated, it is quickly cooled using oil or, as in this case, water. Interestingly, there are other ways to quickly cool the metal, for example with a jet of compressed air, water mist, or by immersion in liquid polymer hardening compound. It should be noted that although the metal hardens during the hardening process, it also acquires other characteristics. The heat treatment makes the material more fragile, less ductile, and less viscous. These characteristics increase with each new hardening. To reduce brittleness and increase ductility after hardening, a process known as tempering is used. It is also a heat treatment. The part is heated to 150 to 260 degrees to 370 to 650 degrees Celsius and then slowly cooled. The video shows the hardening and tempering of car parts. Wallpaper production. Interestingly, wallpaper production technology has not changed much in recent decades. The only changes are in the machines that do the work. 150 years ago, a workshop could only produce 3 rolls a day, but today's production facilities allow the production of hundreds of rolls. The material from which the wallpaper is made depends on what the manufacturer wants to achieve in the end. The product can be very different, made of paper, vinyl, and fabric surfaces. In addition, there are metal and even cork wallpapers. For the traditional wallpaper, paper with small fibers is chosen. This structure increases the density of the material and prevents it from wrinkling and stretching during glue application. If the wallpaper is stamped on the surface, it is clear that first you have to come up with the pattern. That's what designers and artists do. Once the pattern is designed and approved, it is sent to the workshop where the special printing equipment is used. It is a roller with an engraved pattern. It should be noted that the paper for printing the wallpaper must be very strong since the ink of different colors is applied in several layers. Each time a new color is applied, the entire surface passes through the roller. Once the drawing is applied, other equipment performs the stamping. This means that the image on the fabric is squeezed to create a textured surface. Another way to get relief is to coat the surface with a special acrylic foam paint. This substance makes it possible to create a three-dimensional image. For the creation of washable wallpaper, another step is added to the production: coating the surface with a protective layer of latex. Croissant production. A wide variety of industrial machines such as interchangeable belts, rollers, and spin blocks make it possible to produce confectionery products such as croissants quickly and in large quantities. First, in the industrial mixer, the dough made of sifted flour, melted margarine, yeast mixture, salt, and water is mixed. The mixers have two modes, fast and slow. The automatic weighing equipment then divides the dough into pieces of 5 to 7 kilograms. Then, the most technologically complicated process is carried out, the creation of the layers of the dough. The thickness of the dough must not exceed 3 millimeters as a result of the operation of the dough flattening. The folding of the dough is also carried out with these machines. The layered dough is cooled from +5 to -5 degrees Celsius. The layer is then cut into triangular layers, which are rolled into almost finished croissants by means of a molding machine. Using a special conveyor, the products are transferred to a special chamber where the humidity is maintained at 75% and the temperature at around 30 degrees Celsius. Only after 1 hour of maturation in such conditions are they baked. Usually the products are brought to the oven at a temperature of 180 degrees for about 20 minutes. In this case, we see the production of filled croissants, so after cooling, the equipment perforates each product in several places and fills it with chocolate. All that remains is to pack each croissant. Shaped chocolate production. Chocolate products, regardless of their final shape, are made in approximately the same way. First, the prepared and melted chocolate is poured into the molds. Then, special machines rotate the molds. This process is necessary to ensure that the chocolate is distributed evenly over the walls of the mold, and during the same process the chocolate is cooled. In fact, this is where the manufacturing ends. On the screen you can see how the chocolate bunnies are prepared at the Lindt factory. Before sending the product to the packaging, a specialist carries out a random check on a single product. He or she checks whether the chocolate is evenly distributed and even listens to the sound of the product when cracking. When the test is passed, the bunnies are wrapped in aluminum foil. All that's left is to put collars with bells around their necks. It should be noted that all these processes can also be done manually, but more time is needed. At the Kernel factory, to make striped chocolate eggs, the molds are first covered with a jet of milk chocolate. Then the white chocolate is poured into the mold and all the processes described above are carried out.
Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.